Hey, how's it going, everyone? Alright, so, if you think Sonic Frontiers has had bad marketing, then you've completely forgotten about Sonic Prime. Of all the Sonic IPs that have come out, both shows and games, Prime has got to have the worst marketing and coverage of them all. Like, we know next to nothing about this show. I mean, even Sonic Boom had better marketing, remember? Sonic Boom had its first preview literally months after Sonic Lost World came out. I think Sonic Lost World came out November of 2013, and then 3 months later, February 2014 is when Sonic Boom was first announced, like both the game and the show. And from then on, for that whole year was just Sonic Boom, like literally, that was the Sonic Boom era from 2014 to 2016. I think that's when the last season came out in the show. So yeah, we've had good coverage of Sonic Boom, but it's been nearly 2 years of Sonic Prime since it was revealed accidentally by Netflix in December of 2020, right? And it's been almost 2 years and we haven't even gotten a real official trailer or anything substantial. So I want to just compile all the leaks and everything that we have gotten so far and a couple of new things from the past 2 years, just so people can navigate this video well, because you know, throughout the 2 years, my videos have been scattered across other playlists because we've just gotten next to nothing about Sonic Prime. So I just want to make everything straightforward in this video so everybody can look for it in this video. But before I do all that, be sure to smash that like button, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Let's see if we can get to 100k subs before the year is over. You know, being a Sonic tuber covering leaks and rumors is not easy. Sometimes you get things wrong or cover some misinformation from a fake leaker wanting to get some free clout, you know? But at least we get paid at the end of the day. And now you can too. Ever wanted to make money playing games without having to be a YouTuber? Well, now you can with Cashimal. Cashimal is a rewarded app that literally pays you by playing games. It's available for Android devices only, but has lots of choices of games for you to choose and play. And the more you play, the more you get. Sonic Frontiers is coming out in just 2 months, so you could literally make enough money to buy the $70 deluxe version, all from just playing games on your phone. Now that's a good deal. It's super simple to get started as well. All you need to do is download the app from Play Store, and you're ready to start chasing that bag. You also have the option to pick any game you want, so you're not forced to play a game you're not interested in. However, some games have higher coin rewards than others. After downloading and playing the game, you will be able to see how many coins you have collected by playing. Now, once you've collected enough coins for a cash out, you can pick from the options on the payout tab. It takes up to 48 hours to process payouts after you've requested your payout. After that, the money is transferred to your account. You can also get more than just cash payouts. There's a variety of options for gift cards like Amazon, Starbucks, iTunes, Walmart, and a lot more. So stop wasting time scrolling through Twitter or checking DMs. Download Cashimal for free in the link below and start making some money on your phone today. Alright, so first and foremost, is Sonic Prime in trouble? Like seriously, is this show in trouble? Like, should we be worried as Sonic fans? Or is this just how Netflix does things? I think it's more of the latter than the former. I think this is just how Netflix does things, and Netflix, you know, they're very trigger happy on axing shows after the first season. I mean, look at that Resident Evil show that came out. A lot of people did not like it, especially Resident Evil fans. Netflix canceled it right after the first season. So anytime any show, especially an animation show, comes out on Netflix, be very nervous because its longevity is never certain. From the Captain Underpants cartoon on Netflix to the Magic School Bus reboot, I don't think any of them are continuing. I think all of them have been canceled now. Like, what Netflix does is they silently cancel these shows. After they come out with 1 or sometimes 2 seasons, like with Cuphead, they take them out to the back and just put them out of their misery, and nobody knows. Years later, you'll be wondering, what happened to this show? I never heard anything about it. Oh, it's been silently canceled. Now, I'm not saying Cuphead has been canceled. We've already gotten season 2, even though it's really just season 1 that Netflix cut up into 2 seasons. But you get my point. So I think what Netflix is going to do is post a trailer to Sonic Prime a month before the show actually comes out. You know, they usually do this a lot with their shows, unless if it's a big show like Stranger Things. They're not going to promote Sonic Prime early like that. They're just going to be dropping little breadcrumb clips and previews like they've done lately. We've seen 3 little clips of Sonic Prime, from Sonic to Shadow to Sonic meeting Big the Cat. And with D23 coming up this month, you know, Disney, they're going to finally market and show off their Marvel special called Werewolf by Night, which is supposed to come out around Halloween next month. But see, that's not a Marvel show. That's not an MCU show. It's an MCU special. It's a one-off. It's kind of like a shorts. And when it comes to their specials and shorts, they usually get promoted a month before. Like I Am Groot, which came out in August. It was just 5 little shorts. They talked about it. I think it was within the same month because it's just 5 little shorts. You know, we're getting Werewolf by Night this month, promotion before the special comes out next month. And then Guardians of the Galaxy Holiday Special, which is coming out in December. I'm pretty sure we're going to get a preview of it in November. Or we might get a preview of it in D23. Who knows? But that's Disney. That's how Disney does their thing. Netflix, they like to promote things in the last minute. I don't know why. Wouldn't they want it to get more exposure so they can get more viewers, subscribers, and I don't know. That's how they do their thing. But we might be getting some tangible news on Sonic Prime this month. Now, on the Sonic Prime News Twitter page, it says this event taking place in a few weeks has the possibility of showing Sonic Prime information, but nothing to the effect has been confirmed yet. Now it says here on Cartoon Crave, Netflix TUDUM, I think that's how you pronounce it, event will return on September 24th. The virtual event will reveal first looks at your favorite shows and sneak peeks at the hottest movies from the world's biggest stars. Now that doesn't sound very Sonic Prime like, but hopefully September 24th we finally get some news on Sonic Prime, like a first real look. Only time will tell. Over the past 2 years, we've gotten a lot of Sonic Prime stuff. Now, back in December when this was first announced, we didn't know the name of this show yet. It was just called New Sonic 3D Animated Netflix Series. At first, I was like, guys, you shouldn't expect a serious show. You know, you shouldn't expect it. This might be another comical show like Sonic Boom. But as the months went on, we started hearing more things about this, and we're like, okay, wait, I don't think this is going to be as comical. I think it's going to be more serious. Now, the first real Sonic Prime leak I got was back in, I think in February? Yeah, it was back in February. And it was this leak that I read here. It mixed it up with Sonic Frontiers, and this is why for a long time, a lot of people, myself included, thought that Sonic Frontiers and Sonic Prime were going to be connected, or at least loosely connected. Let's read this. This was back during the whole Sonic Rose leaks. It says, yes, that Sonic Rose info is real. The actual title name is Sonic Unlimited. This must have been a working title. It's supposed to come out next fall, but it might get pushed back to 2022 and not make it to the anniversary. Both the game and the series will revolve around the hedgehog species lore and mysteries, which is why Sonic and Amy become the central figures. Now, both of these are true. Both Frontiers and Prime are coming out 2022, and they both will revolve around hedgehog species. We already know. Sonic Frontiers, the whole Ancients thing, I'm seriously sure that's going to be based around hedgehogs or whatever. And with Sonic Prime, nothing is confirmed yet, but I want to see if this leak does end up true on this part, because other parts of it is true. And Sonic and Amy being central figures. Amy has just been very prominent in the past year with marketing. You know, from Sonic Speed Simulator, Rescue Amy, to Sonic Frontiers, and I'm pretty sure even Sonic Prime, we saw like a prehistoric Amy. Now the plot of the game has the main crew, Sonic, Tails, Knuckles, and Amy, traveling around the world in a new aircraft built by Tails as they try to find an artifact connected to an ancient hedgehog civilization before Eggman does. It's sort of an Indiana Jones-esque type of adventure. This kind of reminds me of the synopsis of Sonic Frontiers. Remember, Sonic, Tails, and Amy are looking for, like, I think the Chaos Emeralds or something before Eggman does, and then they get sucked into like this other dimension, virtual dimension or whatever, which is cyberspace, and then, you know. So this is kind of right, except Knuckles is not with them. Knuckles is in the game, but he's not with Sonic, Tails, and Amy. I think Sonic will be traveling around Starfall Islands in an aircraft, but I don't think it ends up like this. Like, this is very, very early leaks. Like, this was back in early 2021, 2020. So this was when Sonic Frontiers was still in its early alpha form and was still being play tested. The game is a revamp of the franchise, but it takes place in the modern continuity. It does not erase what has come before, nor is it an Elseworld type of thing like Sonic Boom was. Now, see, this is where they get things mixed up. They're talking about the game and the show at the same time. I've covered in previous leaks, it kind of like is a soft reboot of the Sonic franchise. I've read that in other leaks several times. And also, the show Sonic Prime is based on video game Sonic, on the video game canon. So it takes place in the modern continuity, but it's not an Elseworld thing like Sonic Boom. So that's true for both Prime and Frontiers, but you know, this leak is very vague, so it can be interpreted in more than one way. Now the rest of the cast makes an appearance, and they'll hop into your flying base as you progress through the story. You can talk to them there, similar to how you did it in Generations. I think it's talking about like when you talk to Ghost Amy and all that stuff. It'll introduce a new female antagonist character deeply related to the moon, heavily inspired by the Tsukuyomi mythos in Japanese culture. Now, if we look at Tsukuyomis in anime, they look like this. Now, do you see the similarities between this and Sage? And this was February 2021. You know, one thing that was for sure, I knew the antagonist would be female. You know, it didn't say anything about her being a child, but I knew she would be female and she would have like a Tsukuyomi type of look to her. Now, the Netflix series is being developed by Wild Brain and Man of Action in collaboration with Sega, and it'll be 3D animated. Definitely got that one right. Regarding the game's soundtrack, it has a Sonic Runners feel to it. I'm not sure about that because the game has a lot of, you know, ambient piano orchestral music like Zelda Breath of the Wild. Sega really wants this to succeed and to take advantage of the movie's good reception, so they've been taking their time to make sure everything is in line with their expectation of quality. That is true. That's why we've waited 5 years for this game, and I have a feeling this game will actually live up to expectations. So that was the first big leak, the first real leak of Sonic Prime and connected things to Sonic Frontiers. Then fast forward to this other leak we got where it says here, Sonic Prime trailer, looks and sounds as good as any Wild Brain production. It's in 3D. Imagine No Way Home but episodic. For some reason, Eggman has a mini-me clone. At least Sally is there. For your information, Wild Brain owns the 3 90s cartoons and their lore. So this was the first real leak that said, hey, Sonic Prime is going to have a lot of SatAM characters and Archie influences in it, since it's owned by Wild Brain that owns D. So that's what got a lot of people to predict and speculate, yo, is Sally going to be in the show? Is the Freedom Fighters going to be in the show? And technically they can do that, you know, since these characters are part of a dead franchise. And then the other thing that really was confusing to some people, that Sega Sammy, you know, the company Sega, expects Sonic Prime to strengthen Sonic IP as pandemic slashes Sega's release schedule in nearly half. Now this was during the pandemic, you know, like right in the middle of it, 2021, early 2021. We still haven't gotten anything tangible of Sonic Prime, so I don't know why Sega would depend on Sonic Prime to strengthen their brand when they're coming out with Frontiers. But then that made me realize we are in the multimedia era of Sonic. When it comes to movies and shows, they get far more publicity and coverage than the games. That's just facts. You know, Sonic movie reached out to the huge general audience in a way that the games recently never could. And that's what made Sonic very popular again and has brought a lot of new fans to the series. So Sega could be depending on Sonic Prime to do that same type of magic for the Sonic series like what the Sonic movie did, assuming Sonic Prime is a success when it comes out on Netflix. Then later on this year, we hear that Sonic Prime has been rated TVY, which is like the second lowest rating for a TV show. Anything lower than that is like toddler levels, like, you know, Nick Jr. type of things, Teletubbies. But this is a step above it. So while it's not really for the general audience, it's mostly geared towards kids and children, it's still going to be family friendly. It's not going to be like a childish show. And I know a lot of people were worrying about that, saying, oh man, this is going to be too lighthearted, but I beg to differ, you know. Then we hear about Netflix canceling a lot of the animated shows and we start worrying, is Sonic Prime in trouble? I don't believe that. I personally think Sonic Prime will have 2 seasons. I think they're going to do to Sonic Prime what they did to Cuphead. 24 episodes. I'm seriously thinking we're not going to get all 24 episodes in season 1. It might be cut in half. Season 1 is going to have 12 episodes. Season 2 is going to have another 12 episodes, just to space things out and to give the team longer time to work on everything, because I refuse to believe they are done with all 24 episodes and we're going to get that this year. I don't think so. I don't think they're ready. You know, because we've only seen 3 little clips of Sonic Prime. I seriously think we're only going to see the first half of the show, but we'll see. Then, as you know, when the first preview came out of Sonic Prime, got a lot of mixed reviews. You know, a lot of people weren't on board with it. Me neither, to be honest. Like, the animation looked kind of weird, looked kind of wonky. But as time went on, you know, it started looking better the more I looked at it. Because we don't have much to go on, people are going to be harder and harsher to this, especially after Sonic Movie 2 came out. And after Paramount announced that they're going to make a Knuckles show. So that's going to be competing with Sonic Prime. But as for me, I'm just happy that we're going to get more than one Sonic TV show again. Just like the 90s when we had Sonic SatAM, The Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog, and Sonic Underground. But I do hope Sonic Prime lives up to expectations. I hope it's good. Episode 1 title has been leaked, and Episode 2... I didn't talk about Episode 2 because it's pretty much Episode 1, Part 2. Episode 1 is called Open Your Heart Part 1. Episode 2, Open Your Heart Part 2. according to IMDb. And here is the synopsis here I talked about in this previous video. It has like over 80,000 views. You can watch it over there. And I also talk about more leaks regarding Amy, Silver, and Blaze. I don't know if Silver and Blaze are going to be in the show, but if they are, they're not going to be the same type of Silver and Blaze that we've known in the games. But I do know Amy's going to be in it, and she's going to be prominent. And then last but not least, Tangle and Whisper. Will any of the IDW characters be in Sonic Prime? I don't know. I personally don't think so, because while WildBrain can include SatAM characters because that's the Dead franchise, I don't know about IDW. You know, Sega has more of a tight grip on IDW. I mean, it has mandates and stuff. So if we do get Tangle and Whisper, it's going to be different versions of those characters, like I explained before in this video. But that wraps it up for all my roundup news on Sonic Prime. So what do you guys think about all this? Do you think we are going to get our first legit trailer of Sonic Prime in this TUDUM little virtual event from Netflix? Or do you think that we're going to get it later on this year? Or do you think it's not even coming out this year? And how excited are you for Sonic Prime? Have you forgotten about it? Because even Prem told me he forgot about this show. Also, stay tuned for Sonic Rebound Episode 6. That is still coming out this year. Me and my team, we are hoping that we come out with this episode before Sonic Frontiers comes out. We're aiming for this episode to be released before November 8th. We'll see. You know, we are almost done. We're like over 80% done with this episode now. So it's going to be the best looking episode of the entire season. The most consistent looking yet. So I hope you guys enjoy it. It's going to be a lot of Shadow, love, and a lot of Rouge fan service. But yeah, that's all I got. So that wraps it up for now. Take care. And until next time, I'm out.